Hello, welcome to 5 by 5. The day we have all been waiting for, well, the day that I've been waiting for a really long time, has finally arrived. Yes, we're moving house. We're moving out of this tiny little box, which actually looks considerably larger now that I've got rid of most of the stuff, as places like this all want to do, really. My little timer running hasn't been packed away yet, but the next one of these, assuming I can manage somehow to make one next Monday, the next one of these will be coming from the new house, where we'll have much more room, but it'll be quite a long time before we're all settled in. Excuse me, I seem very much out of breath. I've been running up and down and filling holes and stacking and packing boxes and what have you. Of course, I haven't been packing boxes like this, because otherwise I wouldn't have got into here. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not quite stupid enough to have purposely boxed myself into a corner forever without really thinking it through. This is, of course, all smoke and mirrors. It's just for effect. These boxes don't really weigh anything. Well, that one, I guess. I guess they all have got things in, but not very much. Except my speaker boxes, which are not ready to receive my speakers once I take them all down. I've got some stuff still ready here. See? My the Procaster there. I can't get back in the slot. The Procaster there is in place, ready for me to make one final YouTube video for the Night's Arcade channel to explain that I am about to go off the grid for a week or two, because realistically the only thing, we've got actually a month left on the lease in this house, but the other house, the thing that's really going to slow us down from moving into the other place is that I've got to find an internet service provider tomorrow. I was hoping to do it today, but we had a surprise visit from the letting agent who's already got a prospective tenant for this property, despite the fact that we gave more notice than was necessary, and actually only found out we were going to get the other place at the weekend. So yeah, we gave notice on this apartment at the weekend. 5 weeks notice we gave of the month that we're supposed to give. So we gave them extra week out of courtesy, and instantly regretted it as they phoned up 2 days later and said, "Can we come and bring people round and take pictures?" I was like, what? I really don't think that's a very good idea, but okay, whatever. So yeah, round they did come, and they've just been around and had a look, so now I can sort of breathe a sigh of relief. All the explaining about things that I was doing the last time, when we did the last 5x5 on Tuesday, it was not Monday, was basically to enable us to get the other property. I'm not going to go into details, but yeah, basically what I was trying to say was I was trying to explain a very complicated situation in a few words. And in actual fact, when the landlady of the other property called for a deeper explanation of what our situation looked like, and we said, well, here's exactly the reason, we can show you, look, right? So now we have to pay you a lot more money in advance to get. I'm not going to go into details. This is sounding really complicated again, isn't it? You see, this is the point. I suck at explaining things. But the point is, we got the property anyway. We had to pay a considerable amount of money in advance, but we got it. And as I was explaining to that lady, she said, she let me explain for what must have been presumably quite a long time, and then said to me, "Wow, that was a lot of words." So that's what happens, you see. This is why I struggle to keep these under 5 minutes sometimes. This is why my explanations, long-winded as they may be, but when I give short ones, they come back and go, "You didn't give us all the information." Like, okay, here's all the information. Then they go, "Wow, that was a lot of words." But that's all beside the point. The point of the matter is we actually did get the other property. So we're moving there. No more being in this tiny little box, because, of course, Amki is now halfway through the pregnancy with the other one. So she's about just over 20 weeks now. So halfway through her pregnancy with the new baby that's going to be coming, which will, of course, now be arriving when we're at the new place, fortunately, and not into this tiny box that's too small for any of us to move around in. And, of course, little Aya, is finding it absolutely hilarious to pop bubble wrap and things. In fact, she even laid a strip about that size out in front of the door. I went into the bedroom earlier on, turned back around, and in that time she'd laid a strip light across the door, stepped on it, and of course it went and I scared myself to death. So maybe we'll see you next Monday. Bye now.